So today is the last class of our Lua basic tutorial. Okay, so let's to review the last class content. Okay, so first is about the operator. So this is our Lua have some types of operators, something like this: arithmetic, relational, and logical, and this concatenation. Okay. So this is operator part. And then the second one is the string. Okay, string we usually use this double quotes. Okay, double quotes to announce this is the string type data. Okay. And we have some function can use to manipulate. Okay, something like the reverse to uppercase, lowercase, and to replace or something like that. So today's content we are mainly talk about the last chapter. Is first is array and iterator and table, and last one is model. Okay, so first we are moving on the array. Okay, so array is actually, let's reverse back to our data type. So actually, we don't have this array type on our Lua data type. So why we will have this array? Because we how to say it? Because array is some kind to let us to simply understand its data construction. Okay, so the Lua only has this table data type. So the many differences between table and array is array is only use the number as its key, and while the table can use the something like string or something like that to index the content. Okay. So this is the concept of the table. So for example, this is one-dimensional array. Okay, so as we can see, it is index is number, right? So it is actually it has two index. Index 1 is the Lua, and the index 2 is the tutorial. So I will copy into the So offline simulator. So as we can see, it print out two string, right? One is Lua, and then the second one is tutorial. So let's back to our here. So this is the array, okay. So what is the table? Table is more larger range. It can contain the array, okay. So for example, like this example, we use the as we can see, it is using this string to index the content, right? So I also put it on background.
Sakina 加入了。
8个人只有6个人，8个人6个人属于空的，只有2个是客户。
Sakina 嘛，没错嘛。
Sakina 一个，还有一个。啊？哎，我。Mike, are you looking for me?
Okay, so the offline. So we can see it is print out the statue value, okay. So one is the 200, and then the second one is this time string, okay, data time string. Oh, let's back to the so here we have so this is the many differences, okay, between the table and array. So about this part, we also have one concept need to mention. It is the JSON, okay. Because JSON is the important part of something like MQTT or HTTP transfer, okay. So we need to sometimes we need to pass our data into the JSON and transfer to the third-party server or platform, right? So here we demonstrate this one to show the JSON how to encode array, okay. So let me copy it again and go to the sorry, I close it. So this is initialize the table, okay. I delete this one. So let me compile again and offline. Sorry, I forget to point out this string, JSON string. Let's back to the here. Close it. So as we can see, it print out this is the JSON format string. Okay. So this is sometimes we will need to convert into this JSON to send out while like MQTT or HTTP protocol. So I can copy it, then here is the online JSON viewer. So we can see it's some kind of list format, right? So I can to unfold this tree node. Okay. So for example, here is the 3, so which means it is a table, right? And like something like this 3 dots, it is an object. So it is it is a table, and here is an array. Okay. Table we use the number to index, and this table we need to index by this string. For example, I want to read this jack, so here I will show, for example, back to this yes, to encoder, right? So it is the third. Okay, so we back to then it is the index 3. And the last one is here, the name, right? So if I successfully pass the content, I will print out this jack. So see, we print out this successfully pass the value. Okay. So this is the first part about the table and array. So any question about this part?
No, for me no.
Okay. So the next one we are moving on. Moving on here in Iterator. Actually, on the previous class we already mentioned is this how to say it? Construction. Sorry. So Iterator. So it is the consent, right? So it is construct that enable you to traverse those through all the elements of the content. So we can use to create those various data structure like the array. So this is its general meaning. So some kinds, for example, if we met this, when we met this type table, it didn't index by number, right? So we can use this genetic for loop. Okay. So for example, so here I initialize some table, okay, total view. So when we met this kind of data type object, then this genetic for loop is very helpful. Okay, so I put this already is array, so I can print out. I comment the list. So it will print the key and the value, right? So let me compile and offline simulator. Key value array. So it didn't print out. Print key array. Nothing. Tutorial. So maybe we just use this simple one to demonstrate. So compile again and apply simulator. So we can see it is putting out the left side is the key value, right? And the right side is the value. So let me try why didn't every local equal So maybe maybe we can we skip it this one. So anyway, this is the genetic force. Okay, this is the basic format. So mnemonic for loop we already this one is we most usually used. Okay, some for I also demonstrate print out every So here I output the all elements of this two-dimensional array. Okay. So here this is the second part, the iterator. Okay. Any question for this part? If not, we are moving on the last one. So last one is the model. Okay. Model is like a library. Then we can load some function and variables. So this one, for example, like some kind HTTP or HTTPS, we usually you need to use this required function, right? So for example, on this, just we demonstrate demonstrate this one. We call this JSON library, okay? Because here I import this library on here, so it is global variable, so I can call this JSON anywhere for my project, okay? So for example, like I have something function I implement by myself, okay? So I can to integrate into a model, so I can name it as some. So for example, API. So for example, the name is so we can write on this way, okay? So this file is very simple, just like this. So this is all the content I present today, okay? So far, any question? If not, we are moving on the homework from the last class, okay? So first question is let's to read the question first, okay? So try to input a score of a student to using if else statement to judge which grade belongs to, okay? So here I already finished it on. So here is my employment function, okay? So to judge, to determine or judge the score I input. So first I to judge whether the type of the score is the number, right? So if not, we will return the invalid grade. Also, if inputs new or out of the range, it also return this result. So other parts we just like this. So something like if greater than 70 and lower than 80, so return C, right? So we put it on the background. Sorry. So here we input we get a value, right? So for example, here I use the HDW100 to read the student score. Okay. So HD100. Then I put on into this function I write. So here I so if this student so if I didn't input anything, it will output this F, right? So if I input the 78, it will turn to the C. Okay. So it is the first question, and then the second one is to using the two address to implement the Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So we back to the so here I also have write the function already. So let's see what is Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So Fibonacci is definition is it's F0 is equals 0, right? And F1 is equal to F1 equal 1. So after the 2, F2 is equal to F1 plus F0, right? So F2 is equal to the 1. So so it is calculate and so on and so on. So we back to this function. So it is this function is implied some kind, how we call it, so it is a corner function by all, right? So we can calculate the actual result. Okay. So Fn to equal to Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2. Okay. But if this value is too large, this function will have some issue because it called too many times. Here, for example, I'm still using the this 100. Okay. So I offline simulator. So for example, here I input 20, so it will output the 6,000 and 700, right? Okay, so I can input another value. So for example, it's 55, so it's 600. So that is exactly same to here. Okay. So here is the first answer. Okay, and then the second one answer, it will calculate more quickly because it has stored the result on the array, so it can calculate more faster. So I also demonstrate again. So let me input some value. So here we can see it is output A, right? So for example, I input 55. So we can calculate more larger number. So this is the question of the homework 3. Okay. Any question? So the last is today's homework. Okay. Just these two. I will send on the group. Okay. Any question for today's class? If not, we are going to ending this meeting. Okay. Thanks for you attending. Thank you. See you next time.